Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It is October 14th. It's Friday today. Um, it's been a really tough week. A lot of stuff has been going on within my family. And you're going through a lot of hard stuff right now. Um, a lot of blindsidedness. A lot of stuff that we didn't see coming. And I really don't want to speak about this. This is a personal matter. But it's just been my mind's been pretty busy over the last few days here. It's been hard to sleep. It's been hard to just shut things out, and it's been tough. It's been a very tough week for all of us. Over time, this will get better. Time has a way of doing that. It's just how long. That's always the question we ask ourselves. But we'll push through it. We're a strong family. We'll get through it together, like we have with everything else. But I just want to let everyone else know that, like, if I'm not my cheery self, there is a reason for that. But today, this is going to be kind of a longer video. I got two things, actually. The first is Vinyl Me Please. I got a record from them. And secondly, got a record in the mail, which I want to show you first. And then, sorry, my allergies are just terrible right now. I would like to show you, I want to do this from here on out. I would like to show you guys some rare vinyl that I got throughout the year. I don't think I'll be getting any others, but if I do, I'll make kind of like a sub video, having like additions to the collection and stuff. But I've pulled out the ones that are rare that I've looked up and I've seen, and I want to share those with you guys. The stuff that I got this year that's kind of rare and hard to find. And first, the Vinyl Me Please record of the month this year is Beck Odelay. This is a very good one. I haven't listened to this in a very long time, so it's very good to revisit this. I think it's just on standard black vinyl. I don't think it's anything special there. Oh wait, nope, never mind. It isn't. It is on, I cannot tell what this is. It's like a brown. What is this, guys? It's like a brown. It's like a brown smoky splatter vinyl, which is pretty cool. I didn't think it was anything like that, so that's a good. That's a very good thing to see. Some other things too, like this came in with it. It's just got some artwork, stuff like this. It's kind of like a fold out. There's like 3 pages. It goes through some artwork of his, which is really cool. I like when they add those little like, what do you call it? It's not ear candy. It's like little extras in there for us to figure out. But I will listen to this. I haven't yet. As always, they do include some artwork for the album to go inside of it. So this is the one that they came up with for this record. So overall, I'm very excited to go ahead and play this. The next thing I wanted to share with you guys is, I mean, a breadstick. Is vinyl that's very old. It's from the 70s. Or wait, nix that. 80s, 1984. This is from SOS Band. This is my favorite single by them ever. And they did release a special 12-inch version of this. This is the long version, which I do prefer to the original. So this is just the single, 12-inch single of this. On one side it has the long version. On the B side it's got the instrumental version, which is pretty cool. It's just easy back cover. Just says what it is. Produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. If you look on there, it says Flight Time Productions. Just a little backtrack. Flight Time Studios was actually where I went to school, where I went to college to learn about music. It is now called Minneapolis Media Institute. It's been started by someone who has now left us a few years back, Tom Tucker. And he built that up. He turned Flight Time into actually a school. And what's cool is that they left a whole bunch of the original stuff there. Just the atmosphere is just still like it's still like a recording studio. They still got the studio set up like they used to be. Nothing has really been touched. So it's awesome to look on the back of this and just see that flight time and just know, yeah, I've been there. You know, I wasn't there pre Minneapolis Media Institute, but I did go to school there, and it is a blast. It was so fun. It went by way too fast, though. Way too fast. But like anything else, right? But next is my rare albums. Once again, these are not a certain order. I'm just going to run through these guys really, really quick here. And this is just records that I got this year that are really hard to find or very expensive to get. I got my list here because I needed to see what the prices are of these things, and I can't remember that. First one is Him. This is Dark Light. This is very difficult to find. I got this for a pretty good price. It's going on Discogs right now for like high end $125. So this is I didn't pay that much for it, so I did get a pretty good deal on it. It's still expensive, but I'm glad I have this in my collection. It's a very tough one to find. So I love that one. It's a great, great record. Next here, this one's pretty up there too, actually. This is the Eagles, Hell Freezes Over. This is very, I wouldn't say it's difficult to find, but it's expensive. And usually it's outside the U.S., that's why I had to get this. I don't know if you guys get it, it's just a track listing. But I did get this, I can't remember if it's from Spain or Europe or something. But on Discogs, this thing is going for $330. Once again, I didn't pay that much for this. Thank God. I would be broke as a joke right now. But I'd be happy with the music, you know. But this is a very good live album in the 90s, 1994. This is great. Hell Freezes Over. Next, let's see. I'm just looking at my notes here. This is Shoo Shoo Plays the Music of Twin Peaks. I don't know if this is really hard to find, but I got it. This is this was on Record Store Day. This is an exclusive pressing where it's got the red and the blue, and it's just a gatefold. Very simple, but red and blue vinyl in here. It's going on Discogs for about $60 at this point. But I remember when it was coming out of the gate, it was very difficult to find. People were jacking up prices for this thing. You might be able to get it now for around $60, but there's probably still people out there going to push it for a little higher than that. But very good album, fantastic album. I was glad I was able to get it when I did, before the prices kind of skyrocketed for the thing. Next, this is the Red House Painters Old Ramen. I don't know why this is so hard to find, because I look at it now and there's like so many copies, but I couldn't find it for the longest time, and I think this is like a special pressing or something, I don't know. But this is going on Discogs for high-end $90, so this is pretty up there too. Very good album. This was released back in 2001, and if you knew anything about Mark Kozlek and Sun Kil Moon and Red House Painters, they make their records really hard to find. They make very small portions of the pressing, so like 300 or something like that, and that's why they're so difficult to find. And there is a few that I am still looking for a good price, but I don't know if I'll find it. But hey, this is still a very good one by the Red House Painters, probably my favorite of, definitely very good record. Okay, next one here is a soundtrack to a movie, great soundtrack. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? This is very good. It's a good movie too, actually. But really great soundtrack. I had to pick this one up. Paid a little bit more to get the special colored vinyl of this. It's black and white on each side. Had to pay a little bit more for it. I paid about, I can't remember, but it's going on Discogs right now for $80. It's not too difficult to find, but if you want this like pressing of the vinyl, it might be a little bit more, so just be aware of that. This is a fantastic album. Like, I wasn't able to find any price on this because the pressing is so low. But I know if it was selling, it would be for a lot of money. I got this, oh my gosh, just by the grace of God. Because the corner on the top here is kind of nicked. But I said, screw it, I just want it, you know? I'm going to introduce to you guys, this is Owl. This is their self-titled record. Very difficult to find. I got this thing for like $25 because the top was kind of frayed, but I didn't really mind about that. I just want to know if the record sounded good, and it does. It's on clear vinyl, which is pretty cool. But the thing that's awesome about this is on the inside. If you guys can see that, it's got a little keyboard. You can. Isn't that just cool? It's got a little keyboard at the bottom that you can actually play, and it makes sound and stuff. So I don't know how many pressings there are of this. I know that there was very few. They've been out of stock for a long time. So I'm really glad I just kind of looked back on the website and saw this. But once again, I don't know any price because no one's selling it at this point. But if you do get your hands on it, or you do see it for a good price, get it, because it's such a great record. It really is. Next one I have here. Oh, just close my phone. Hold on, I gotta get back to my notes because I can see this. Oh yeah, this one's pretty big. This is a record that's really hard to find. On Discogs, this thing is going for over $300 right now. I didn't pay that much for it. I got a pretty good price. Once in a while, if you keep looking back at it, you'll find someone who's got a reasonable price. This is Pearl Jam's record. I think it's self-titled. Great album. Very difficult to find at this point. Was this released back in 2004, 2005, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is a good one if you're a huge Pearl Jam fan. Please add this to your collection if you do get it. If you are able to find a good price for this thing, because it's very rare to find and it's very expensive. But I do have it. I'm really glad I do. Another pressing that I really, really, really want from them, but I probably won't get because it's very rare and it's very expensive. It's over $400. But it's their greatest hits album. And I've seen that so many times, and it's always been above $300, and it's just sometimes it's been up to over like $900, which is outrageous. But we're gonna wait on that. That's a lot. The next one here is this copy is, I won't say the album itself is difficult to find, but once again the pressing is kind of difficult and kind of expensive. This is Armor for Sleep, What to Do When You Are Dead. One of my favorite alternative records from the early 2000s. The whole album is great. Front to back is just absolutely fantastic. There's nothing that I would change or I would skip over in this. And what makes this record so special is the pressing, the colored vinyl pressing of this. So you can see it's kind of like a black and like a green splatter, which is pretty freaking sweet. I liked it a lot. This pressing is going for over $120 right now, actually on the high end. If you keep looking around, like I said, you might be able to find it for cheaper than that. I hope you do, because it's a really cool pressing. I had to pony up a little bit for this one, but I was very glad to find this. I just wanted the record in general. I didn't have it, and I've been listening to it for years, and I was able to find it and the pressing for a really good price, so that's awesome. Okay, after this one, we got one more, and that's it. This one is, this is a big one. When I found this year and I was able to get it, I had enough money for this, I was blown away. I was so happy. I've been watching this for years now, and wanting this pressing, or just the record in general. But this is Phish, Story of a Ghost. This is such a great album on vinyl. Sounds so good. Just funky. Oh man, just hard hitting. It's just a great album in general. I mean, it is a force to be reckoned with. This thing it's going for over $200 on Discogs right now. I found this thing on eBay for 100 and something. It's probably the most I've spent on a record in general. But it was definitely worth it at the time when I had a lot of money for this thing, and I said I just want to get this. I've been seeing this for a long time. I need this. For any vinyl collector, this is a big one. If you love Phish and you don't have this, you need to. You might have to watch this for a little bit, because I was watching these bids and they would go easily above $100, but someone was selling it. And I was able to get it for a good price, so I was super happy about that. So the last one I have is actually a box set that I got towards Record Store Day this year. As a Record Store Day exclusive, this box set, but it is Lush Origami. This is heavy. This is big. This is a big guy right here. You might be able to find this for a little bit easier now, but back then it was very difficult to find. This thing's going for over $100 on Discogs right now. For what you get in here, it's actually not a bad thing. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LPs in this thing. So for the price, it really isn't too bad. It was difficult at the time when I saw it, and it's going for above $100 now. So it's a very good one to find, and bless her heart, Mariah got this for me. So I thank her so much for getting this. This is a big one. When Record Store Day came around, I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, it'd be so cool to have. Great shoegaze record. All those are great. Just Lush in general is great. But sadly, I think that's all I have now. Don't have any more records to show you guys. I'm sorry. But I pre-ordered one. I don't know when that's coming. I forgot to look at the release date for it. It is a repress of a very rare, hard to find record that I've wanted for a long time. It's a repress, so I would still consider it rare, the record itself. So I'm very excited to get that eventually, hopefully. And I have another record coming that was kind of pushed back because the pressing and the facility I don't know what was going on, but they need to push it back a little bit, so still waiting on that. So we'll keep our ears to the grindstone. We'll listen for this thing. But that's all I have today, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. Go out there, just love everyone. We gotta be equal in this world to make it work, and there's people out there that don't want that, but we can make a difference. We need to be the voice to stand up and say that we need to do that, and just go out there, guys. Just love everybody. Don't hate people. It's just gonna make the world a more terrible place than it is now, and always Big Brother's always watching. I'll catch you guys later.